everything I need. Hi guys, it's quite a while now that I have been not uploading anything, so I have the video I uploaded before, but this time I will just start recording this one. So just one thing want to mention. So I have most of my cluster running. The only thing is not working is Ceph object store. I have for storage class. I have Ceph Rook as my default storage class, and I have a bucket which is an object store and the Ceph file system. I'm really interested on how this bucket works, but probably it will replace S3 in the future. I'm not sure how can I do that for a second. But if I visit a values file just to, you know, oh, 1 second. There's something wrong with my. Okay. Oh, just 1 second. Let me check my cam. Okay, it's still here. It's still working. Yeah, so the configuration is kind of simple. Most of these configuration just do the same, just like others. There's no special, there's no special things. The only thing that different is that the metadata pool for the object store is 3. Meanwhile, the Ceph file system has only okay, 3 as well, which is interesting. We have 3 gateway instance. I'm not sure if I should do something like that, because now if you get the object Ceph object store gateway, the Rados gateway, I believe that is 3. So if I change something like change it to let me see. Let me just go to Rook Ceph first. So I probably need to add some help here. Well, I think so we can probably just ham deep release. Okay, I sorry guys, I'm not really that familiar with ham deep. Let me just see how we use it. So I think just use this one. So probably just ham list, ham deep release, Rook Ceph, this one. Okay, I actually don't know. So anyway, I recall my previous. So previously I did upgrade. Okay, interesting. So if I upgraded this one, right? How is it we different? Well, key release name must equal several current value with Ceph. Oh, okay, sorry guys. Rook Ceph is correct value. Rook Ceph, so not with Ceph Rook, right? It's Rook and Ceph, because I'm not sure. Yeah. So we don't have any different. That's pretty weird. I mean, one thing I can do is try to upgrade it. But before I do that, I suppose that there's one thing can make a difference. Now if I look at the deployment, you can see that this one is actually 3. So if I upgrade this one, I think it should be 1 instead. So just give it a shot. It's so hard here. So I believe that now if I get the deployment again, and the service, so we have a Ceph object store, which is now where when we see this one. So the idea is that it is actually failing here. You know, if you describe it, because there's some kind of lattice epoch, which I honestly not sure what it is. So what I can probably do is try to understand what this is, just trying to do some tweaks with my configuration. So maybe I can get the deployment and try to delete this deployment. Yeah, so basically if I delete it, it just remove anyway. I think I just delete the service as well. I think that's the way to go, not sure. So if I upgrade it again, I'm not sure if something will be changed. Okay, there's one thing I think I need to do, which is whenever I upgrade the version, I need to change the bump the chat version as well. Probably it will have. Yeah, so what I think is that I can just have template and see for the difference. Okay, it's still the same. I'm not sure if I need to update the bump chat version as well. Not sure if you have. Yeah, so nothing changing. Definitely something wrong with my code. So I'm not very sure about this ham chart. You know, I have changed the instant to 1. Probably I just changed the replicate to 1 as well. Maybe it could have. And ham chart doesn't show any change, which is pretty weird. Okay, now there's some change. I think I need to update the app version as well to really make the change. I think, okay, there's no deployment, but there's a service. And this was like 38 seconds ago. I'll probably go back to this later. Well, one thing I really want to do is check for the operator service. So we know we have the dashboard here. Probably it will be something. So I just going forward the part to 9,000 amount on my machine, and okay, not this service. Sorry guys. And then I probably will use this one in my local host. Okay, interesting. Okay, so oh fuck me, man. Okay, just 1 second, let me make some update really quick. Okay, that's good. Let me just close this one for now. So okay, the default password for Ceph dashboard. Now what we are trying to do is let's just wait for something to come up, because sometimes the Ceph cluster is just take time to really have something run up now, and I think the deployment is failed. I just probably just do another upgrade to make sure. So I think default password is this guy, but okay, the admin, this is one. What about the password? Okay, I'm not sure, let me just go here and use this password. Not sure it's working. But probably not. So we set for root email credential. Okay, so that's strange. You know what? One thing I can do is, it's very simple. I can just go directly to the secret itself. Let me just look up for a secret, that possibly something I can use. Okay, I have this password here. So let's just describe secret. So get secret value. I think there's a way to get that, so you basically just go directly for the data. So probably like this one to be helpful. Okay, let me see. So the secret is this guy, and we want to know the dashboard, right? This is the dashboard password. Okay, I think this is the result. You can try to use it to log in. Okay, same row. I probably think my username is wrong, so let me look up for the, maybe just go to the dashboard and try to describe the dashboard here. Maybe there's something there. I could look at the manifest file, but for this case I would rather just go directly to the dashboard and try to I'm not sure it's a dashboard here or not. Okay, there's something go up with this guy. The same error, there's no different. Just one instance running and it's failing. Let's go back to this later, but I just want to log into my object store first. So probably we just try get deployment for now, and then probably we just looking for the. Okay, how do I know what is this service pointing to? So I can just go to this guy and try and understand where it's being deployed. Maybe it's just directly go to Ceph Rook manager. So if I got bot and the manager, we probably be okay this way. Okay, so let's just describe a port like this. So probably the admin and the username will be okay. So basically this is the secret I need to decode as well. So let me just check the history for a second. So this is something I will write down. So the username is here. So the secret will probably this guy. And if I do the same for the username, it should be probably a different path. I'm not sure. We just need to print this out first. But we will see something. Okay, that's pretty weird. Let me try to see. I think it will be either mon instead, not yeah. So let's just try to describe this one instead. So I probably will just use secret username and try to decode it. So okay, that's weird. I never thought this is something I would look for. Okay, I almost give up now. Let's try to Ceph Rook dashboard. Yeah, I probably just don't know about this one. Because this guy only has password and okay, so definitely I think just print this out to password.ct. We have this one, and probably we just put it here. Evenly credential, so
oriented. This consists, but already in my name is Lenz Grimmer. I hope it gives you an impression of what you can expect from Ceph Nautilus when it comes to the dashboard. So this is going to be a quick tour. I hope I will be able to create.
I'll probably just go here, ask some question about that. Okay, that's pretty weird, I would say. Okay, so dashboard. What can I show? Well, I believe that yeah, probably I think my is just not correct at all. So I have the password here. I know that default username is admin, but it's just not working. So I'm not sure. So dashboard password is here. Dashboard username admin. So definitely not sure. I have no idea. It's just the fact that it's usually something I don't know. So Probably something happening behind it that I don't know. Okay, so let's just go back to previous error for a second. Um, Probably I think it's more important to fix it. Yeah, so a lot of people having the error here. Ceph Rook dashboard credential. Okay, so not feel very good at the moment. It's just so hot, and I have a lot of. I'm sweating a lot at the moment. So easy. So hot. Probably I just refresh this another time. Try and log into it just another time as well. It's just a invalid credential, so probably I just need to add something called the manager, I think. It's here somewhere. Okay, it's here, so probably just describe the manager. I don't know, maybe just get a second manager as well and try to log it out. So I assume that it's actually using the dashboard. Yeah. The one thing I would do now is try to deploy some dashboard So I go to manifest file, and you probably see that there's some test part here. Probably I just use a story class called Ceph Rook, and yeah, just apply it. So it's really quick. It's not this one really quick. Maybe the only thing is missing is yeah. So what it does is it's basically now if I edit this one for a second, you can see that it's actually trying to push some log to look Ceph here. So maybe I just can execute to that, cd to this Ceph block and tell it. And tell the host name. So that is pretty much it. I could try another part, which is probably in the future I might use it or not. So for now, I think let's go back to the previous error. We are happy. So the error we are having is definitely the I'm not sure, probably the object store here. So it's failing at the moment. So let me review all the options we have regarding the values of the object store. So let's just go to their documentation for now just to see if something will work for us. Yeah, so let's just go there. I kind of spend plenty of time on this kind of on Ceph Rook because I probably think it's something I would use. It's really easy to control anyways. It simply works for me. You know, just for first time installation, that is my impression. So I have a huge faith that it will continue working just fine. So object store is here. Okay, so it has metadata pool, which I'm not sure what it is. It has the gateway. It has a health check, which is okay. There's no problem with that. It has a story class. So probably I will just add something like this one. Maybe it could make a difference. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna add it anyways. So we probably add some parameter. And just like always, we just before we upgrade it, we upgrade the version. Maybe I just delete this FC. Okay, that's interesting. So you're probably not allowed to I can just upgrade it again. So yeah, so there's an arrow where am I facing, which is the previous arrow you see. So the arrow is at past arrow upgrade fail. So if I feel familiar with this kind of arrow, I probably just try to come back to this one and try to maybe the readme will have. I'm not sure. Okay, it should be something else, maybe just Hanoi or something like that, or Vietnam. So there's a lot of things I would rather just try to fix it. Yeah, so there's nothing much I can see here. I know it could be better, but probably I just not adding anything like SSL certificate. Probably it will be helpful for some kind of encryption. But for now, I guess I will not add it for now. I'm trying to have some kind of documentation. So here they actually have some kind of placement and the resource and the zone and things like that. I'm not sure it's going to be helpful or not. So there's something I can add, for example, like the chunk for chunk with 2. I'm not sure it could have. So the deployment is okay, resources okay. I think the service probably helpful, just in case we use some kind of certificate. Probably we won't use any external gateway endpoint. Ceph object zone. I'm not sure about this one. So it's actually some kind of like object realm. That could be useful for in the future if we have multiple different zone for our bucket. But for now, I don't really care about that. I just want to have one bucket working, and that's it. That's all we need. Besides that, I think the type is 3. Hosting work is false. I used to have this working, but now it's just not working. It's a bit strange to see that. So I just kind of turn it to true, and yeah, we still have some kind of 3 instant and 3 replica pool. And yeah, probably not sure it's working on, but just going to add version for this one. regarding service, let me just describe the service for a second. I think there's nothing special about this guy, to be honest. I don't see that's very special at all. So there's a lot of things mysterious all of us. I think the guys who actually know how to fix it is not here, and he busy making some money. So probably, I would pay for that guy to actually fix this for me. I would pay for that. I would pay a part of my salary to get this done. Because it's the most important thing that I just want to know some kind of documentation is there or not. So. Yeah. No results on internet. What the hell is this shit, man? So I think there's some kind of variant. It's not there. So probably I just need to. Okay. I think there's no guys. I should find this error before. I think there's something related to a pouch, which is I'm not sure. Let me just check them for a second. So they have multi-zone group tutorial. Can we disable multi-site configuration? I don't want multi-site. I just want a simple thing to run up. Well, that's not much to see here, to be honest. I think let me just bump this one for a second, just to see it's actually working. And so what the hell is zone? Do we have any kind of zone here? Yeah, so I'm not sure about the zone stuff, let me just try to go back to previous thing. I think there's something with the zone things. The zone is something could be happening to be something. It might be useful for us. I'm not sure. Yeah. So the zone. Yeah. Just go to the zone. Okay. So I know I could find here. And go to this part of the documentation. Be helpful. So we have Ceph object store here, and we probably have some zone below the gateway. I think right below the gateway, and I think we have helpful. So it has some kind of SSL certificate and bundle CA bundle reference. Yeah, I don't really give a shit about that, to be honest. We can just add zone something here below the, maybe just below the gateway. So I don't know, maybe it's some kind of geographical things. Ceph object store. I don't understand what is no fast directory. Okay. What I can do is delete the Ceph object store. Yeah, let's give this a few minutes. Okay, I'm not sure if there's a pause button for this guy. There's no pause button. That's okay. That's strange. But yeah, I probably be back in a few minutes. Okay, let me just make an chain for this guy. think it will take forever to actually have this one working. So one thing I can do is edit this Ceph object store. Yeah, I just okay. We just need to remove some kind of finalizer here. No, it's kind of weird. Everyone knows it's weird. So what I do is I will bump the chat version another time, probably just to get something up and running. I'm not sure is there any better documentation that's more intuitive than this guy. I mean, I know it's really a lot of details, so it's all the guy. Yeah, self-object gateway is much more complicated. Well, you know, as long as I have some kind of a credential to work with S3 API, probably I can. Besides organization, I think some kind of apply user support should be available or something like that. It even has some kind of bucket notification. Yeah, probably just wait for a few seconds. I'm not sure. But the point is that we have some kind of command line. Well, let's just look at Ceph Rook Terraform. I'm not sure if there any guys who actually made these Terraform things for the webhook. Yeah, so I think could be a failure for me, a fail to me. Probably we should not use separate object storage anytime soon. As long as I see the storage class block storage working, then you know I really don't want to spend more time on it.
Hi, this is Steve with OS Nexus, and in this video we're going to set up Ceph in 5 minutes or less. Ceph is an object storage technology that is largely maintained by Red Hat. It's fully integrated into Quantistore's software-defined storage system, and you can actually manage multiple Ceph clusters with Quantistore. Quantistore's got a unique storage grid technology that allows you to connect multiple appliances together. Here we've got 3 appliances in our Quantistore storage grid, and we're going to go and configure these 3 appliances into a Ceph cluster, and then we're going to go configure that Ceph cluster and get all that done within 5 minutes. So, and then checks, and here it's a grid by appliance or node admin path across appliance setup there stuff. We want to make box. That looks good. We got our domain suffix set, and the last one, modify that set, and we're all good to go. So domain suffixes are set, our network is set up, and we are now ready to go do the actual Ceph setup. This part of it, we should be through it in far less than 5 minutes. Let's give her a go. First step, let's create the Ceph cluster. We're going to do that across all 3 nodes. We want the front end network and the back end network. The UI already detected which 2 networks we've got for those 2 nodes, and we're going to call this Ceph cluster just demo Ceph here. And that's it. So we're going to go create our Ceph cluster, and we'll just keep an eye on it as it goes through. When you run commands in Quantistore, when you send a command into one of the grid nodes, it's going to launch that command and associate a task with it, and you're going to be able to monitor in real time all the activity. It doesn't matter which node you were logged into, you're going to see everything here in real time across all the nodes. You can see the Ceph cluster formed really quickly in just a few seconds. It set up monitors on the first few boxes. If you set up a Ceph cluster that's bigger, you're going to get 3 monitors by default, and you can go and add additional monitors right here. Just click add monitor, and you can add a monitor to any additional node. If you are adding additional Quantistore appliances to this Ceph cluster, you just say add member, and as I was mentioning before, you can manage multiple Ceph clusters within a Quantistore grid. So say you had 10 appliances, you could have 3 nodes in a Ceph cluster in the first 3 and the other 7 nodes, or some subset of those clusters. The OS is going to want to take a device from each appliance. I'm doing this demo using some virtual machines that I set up in VMware. So these are Quantistore virtual appliances. If this was physical hardware, we want to pick devices from the other these clusters used for 221 and 4 that are on 220 are going to get sliced up into multiple journal partitions and then assigned out to the OSDs up above. So start creating into it to R&D, but the journal actually switch over are getting created node. Pick the data. I'm going to pick replica 2. You can pick any of those algorithms, the Pro 2, and it's going to go and set this all up for us. So the object pool group, we're just going to call this Ceph OP. That's it. Go over here. Go and add object storage to our cluster using multi-crate OSDs. That took care of not just the OSDs, but attaching the pools for Ceph S3 object pool group. So I've jumped ahead a minute just so to save some time here. Deeply, it's
not something I'm looking for.
Hello explorers, and welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about object storage. And object storage is a way where you can take something, whatever, it's bytes, it's strings, it's files, whatever it is, and put them into something where you store it and you give it a key. And that key should be unique, and it doesn't really care about what the key is, but you have one key in that you seem to be unique, and then you have an object that you store there. Create a standard S3 client with credentials with the region. There's S3 buckets I have on Amazon, and then it will store this POM file. That's how you store it I didn't start the fourth one, but this is my cluster here, and I have some files stored in it. And if we look here, we have object gateway. So here we have my daemons. I set up a few daemons. We have my users here. I have a test account here. And if we look at this test account here, we have a keys tab. And under this keys, we have S3 keys, and I can show those. So here we have the key material for test changes. It's file. Let's see here, and Ansible etc, Ansible hosts, same servers for you to set up here, and it will install that for you. But you also need to look into the groups vars all. And here you need to add the, let's see here where I can find it. Yeah, Rados Gateway Interface. Okay, this is the interface that I want to connect on. So that's how you set up this Rados object storage gateway. If we switch over to the Amazon client here, and I switch over to the local one, and we can look at how that is set up. And here you see that I have access credentials, my local credentials.
Okay.
I have my access key. That's the same as the access key for the Amazon storage.
Okay.
And then I have my secret key, and that's the same as the secret key for my Amazon storage. So that's equivalent to the ones that I use for my Amazon storage. They are different, of course, but it's exactly the same way you do to use credentials here. Then I create an Amazon client with a builder. I put those credentials in, and then I say I want an endpoint configuration here. And this endpoint configuration don't want a signing region, but I want a service point. And here I put in my monitor, one of the monitors, and then I put a port. If you want to have failover over all your cluster members where you have the object storage installed, you can put that behind a proxy, because this is just an HTTP request or an HTTPS request. And I had to put HTTP here because it's defaulting to HTTPS, and in this case I don't have any SSL set up. And then we
interesting. That's exactly what I want and expect. So so there's no deployment for the object store, which is something I'm not really expecting to see. So it's pretty strange to see that. Yeah. Probably I need to update both of the chart version and things like that. Maybe it could have, I'm not sure. Like just forwarding the previous things I have. Maybe this time with different part. I'm not sure if it's going to make a difference. And just visit it for a bit. So it should be AWS, I think. Okay. So let me try to get the script again. Okay, so you guys know what? I actually want to reinstall this guy another time. Probably it will help. This guy is actually really yeah, so you know what? I will actually haven't installed the whole thing. Just get the service again. Yeah, just going to have installed the whole thing, and yeah, probably just try to delete everything here. Really from daemon set and everything. And hopefully it will work. Just remove this guy as well. I'm not sure of password. I probably remove all these guys as well because we want a fresh installation, you know. We really want a fresh installation. So we're just going to release the service, the endpoint. We'll see the storage. I need to remove it as well. And some of this block too, maybe I just edit it. Remove this one. We just try to delete this guy first before we do anything else. As a file system, try to remove it. Object store, try to remove it. Maybe it will take time to really remove all this guy. So So in the I think persistent volume it will be manually removed. So just remove this guy. I know I have a very huge belief that it will be saved somewhere in the memory of the maybe in the ECD, and we will be paid back later. But it's not a matter for now. I think the most important thing is that Store. Block pool. Block pool. Yeah. So I think when I get all this one, okay, the last thing is bot. Let me just try to remove some of this guy. Metadata, I think. We just add some force list. Yeah, so secret again. Probably just secret. I'm not sure where is this secret coming from. So plenty of things I want to delete, but I'm just not sure why it's there. It must be a reason that is to be there. That's pretty weird. That's a reason why the Ceph don't allow me to edit certain things. I don't know where this guy coming from, but anyways, yeah, so let's just do a reboot. Probably it will help us to fix something. So we have the playbook here. Let me just go to playbook. So we have the let's just go to cluster playbook and run the fort command. Yeah, it will take some time. Meanwhile, what I can do is try to let me just open it remote here. What's blue here? Yeah, I think I will just end video here. I'm not sure what else I can add, but my next activity will probably be yeah. So we have some kind of calm down here. here, I think. So we just copy this one, and this one would be 50. It's not working, but maybe now I looking for more better solution. What I actually want to do now is install some kind of key club, and maybe it will help us. But you know, really before I do that, I will just want to install some kind of second step is obviously according to my README. Okay, there's no README here, kind of shit. But the next thing obviously the kubernetes stack, which in this case I probably just install some kind of traffic and probably MetaLV. But even the traffic, it needs some kind of ingress, so the ingress is requires some kind of certificate, yeah. So to do that, you depend on the kubernetes actually. I'm not sure kubernetes it's actually has only MetaLV and Submanager. But what the most important thing here is that I really just let me just add an extra flag here. And namespace don't care as much. Probably I would just focus on security, but the kubernetes is actually not really focused on any kind of it has DNS source, which is okay, I think, but I don't know if I actually use Maria database anywhere, so I probably just remove it. Open LDAP, not sure as well, so we have the reflector, so we have some kind of replica account for this guy, and probably just have a replica for Submanager as well. And except for the load balancer, I think well, I believe that we can put this guy in all the place. Like, yeah, just move this guy to where it belongs, which is the network part, network. So just above. This guy's already here, so yeah. So I mean, look at this value. It's just only Ceph Rook here, and probably Ceph Rook will be installed ahead. I'm not sure, but yeah, we will need this anyways. And because there are some kind of not really template, but yeah, we need some template for this guy. We need MetaLV template and the ingress route probably for the traffic. So there's some kind of change there. And other than that, I think security the same, create the same, just the namespace here. Need to make sure that the network is not anywhere. So I will just sort the whole thing to see if there's any kind of network here. So this is a sec part. Stays here, probably just security. So this is in manifest, I think. I'm not sure if this is required or not, but probably I would install it in the template itself. So it would be helpful. Yeah, I would just put it into the traffic template and then I will just go back to this later tomorrow when I have some time and have some feeling to do that. But for now, I think okay, my fucking machine is not working anymore. So which one is stacking? Anyone know? Let me just run SS to master through. It gives us some blocking at the moment. I think second node is actually failing. Yeah, so I'm not sure how to do this. Probably I want to take this guy and reinstall this guy again. Okay. It's weird. I guess Onos is running now. So yeah, so let's just pass it again. Wish me luck, guys. And probably we just focus on deploying tomato LB and to security anyways, because it's something we need to add. The things that I want to notice here is namespace. So we have all the namespace here, and we definitely want to apply namespace on certain operating certain place we want to use, and it's probably work for us. So probably we won't have the traffic, so I probably remove it in very soon, very soon. But the place we will have is probably just this is the rest of this guy. So the way I do it is just simply add some text and just remove the active place here. Remove all the available space we have. Yeah, so this all the I will remove the traffic part because we just acknowledge that we don't need that anymore. So one thing I would do is just put the list namespace here, and probably it will work. Yeah, so let's ignore that for now. Just pretend to be stupid. Maybe we will get some luck. Okay, so you know what? So what the thing I'm trying to do now is moving this guy to this place. So this 0 is here. The certificate is something else, but we have some kind of default certificate, which is here. And this is definitely the private certificate, and we have the public one, which is this is the common name of the public one. I'm not sure. I probably want to use all the all the common name as well. So to really able to do that, I believe that I need some kind of easier specific for that, and the easier specific for that is required some kind of probably different key rep. I think different key rep because it has some kind of different host load. No, I think we can just use the same wait a second. I'm not sure. Let me think for a second. Cert major TOS private key. Well, I don't know where is this coming from because we want more than one domain, right? Because I have multiple domain. And I actually want to manage all of them here. So just give you a quick look of my domain first. So I will just log in to my GoDaddy things. So some password strong because I'm just solely using my email addresses for that. And so this is all my domain. The point is that the domain must be matching with certain. So it must be matched with certain certificate. So the main idea is that we need to make this one a little bit more dynamic. So the host zone, right? Just to be really careful on what we are doing, I need to make sure all my AWS account is all of my certificate is located in the account. Okay, wait a second. Well, I will mute myself for a second.